Yes, here it is. XDC 2.0. What is this about? Well, it's been a while since we talked about XDC. Thought I'd give you guys the update. I didn't see anybody from our community posting about this, so I thought, maybe people just aren't aware. But basically, on November 13th, you got to keep in mind this apparently went live. So it says XDC 2.0 is on the horizon. Been there, done that. Actually was completed on the 13th, 2 days ago. Says gearing up for an upgrade. This upgrade is called Apothem Network. It's an XDC test network. Now you may be wondering, why should I point out some of these things? Hey, if you're an XDC, don't you want to be more informed on what's going on? A lot of people want to criticize XDC and not much going on. Not a lot of news. Always watch out for that, because guess what? We know they're building in the background. Well, here's another example of what they did. The upgrade was set to take place. Here's the block number. Again, November 13th. It already happened. Been there, done that. So we don't need to get more into that. But what is new in regards to XDC 2.0? I'd be wanting to know that. Well, they're introducing POS 2.0, the future decentralized consensus on, of course, the XDC network. This is next gen engine. I love the terminology because, Cool Cat, we love you, but you're always criticizing XDC as of lately. And to hear something posted about a next gen engine, hey, that's good. Okay. Yes, we get it. It's not going to compare to billions of TPS or whatever it is in regards to BSV. Guess what? I'm okay with that. The reason why I'm okay with that is because I'm diversified in a lot of things. I don't want to become a maxi in just one. But this next gen engine built on cutting edge BFT consensus protocol promises, and I did mention this last year in 2022. If you guys remember, I was wearing the military fatigues, right? It kind of looks cool with the glasses and the beret, right? Promises military-grade security and blazing performance while being ultra resource efficient. Plus, it's fully backwards compatible with, yes, existing APIs. So that's cool. That's super cool, because we know, especially when it comes to quant, when it comes to interoperability, right? Quant is blockchain agnostic, but it could quickly jump to 100 plus blockchains instantaneous. So that instills that much more confidence in this, right? It says dive deeper into the details. I would show you guys not so much of the details here because it's a big long PDF, but what I do like is like where it says revolutionizing gas fee management. It was already cheap to begin with. We know this. Remember how many times I mentioned that when it comes to the transaction fee of an XDC token, I was like, it's basically the price of a Luna Classic token, right? Well, let's talk about that for a second. Gas fees, like it says, is a crucial element of blockchain operations. True. Impacting transactions and network functionality, gas fees will be adjusted with the latest Apothem upgrade. I'm glad that they're addressing it, right? Not, sweeping it under the rug and so on. They aim with Zenfin to optimize these fees for users and developers, taking the network's performance, of course, to new heights. Now, there is details in regards to this. I will pull this up for a second. So getting into this, it goes into this thing about the gas fees because everybody wants to know what exactly is going on with that. Well, they had recent proposals in regards to all this, but the bottom line was to improve infrastructure for greater efficiency and sustainability. These proposals aimed at enhancing the network's performance in regards to have a strategic move for implementing efficient gas fees. So getting into this, here are some aspects of this proposal, and here it is. They have a new fee structure as the bottom line. And it says the proposed adjustments aim to refine the gas fee structure, ensuring more predictable and management costs for transactions, of course, on the network, the Zenfin XDC network. This refinement is anticipated to offer users a more user-friendly and stable fee experience. That doesn't sound too bad. My worry in the past was they were going to increase the gas fee, but only a little bit. And if anything, more was going to, it was kind of like charge a little bit more, but not to the point where it was anything that's like unbelievably noticeable that people were just going to freak out and get out of XDC. I remember this was mentioned many months ago. I think about roughly 3 or 4 months ago. By balancing supply and demand, they are implementing a a variable fee structure automatically adjusts based on network activity. The XDC network aims to strike a balance between transaction, demand, network capacity. Right, true. This adjustment should promote more efficient gas fees usage, reducing congestion and potential network slowdowns. So, we talk about scalability and so on, and what are you going to do for the oh crap moments? Well, this sounds good. Okay. A little bit more about this because I don't want to put all the focus on it and so on, but it is focused on gas, and a lot of you guys have put in requests. Hey, I want to know more about this because it's going to come out. Well, boom, here you go. So the ultimate goal of this proposal is to enhance the sustainability of efficiency, I should say, of the XDC network. More structured. We already talked about that. User-centric approach. Eye towards, of course, convenience. Aims to streamline the transaction process. More predictable cost structure. Talked about that. XDC Apothem, I guess is what this is referred to. Node upgrade is on the horizon. Node owners are encouraged to prepare for this upgrade, ensuring continued seamless support, right? This got more information about the node operators and so on, or owners. This doesn't really affect you all that much unless you are one. I doubt any of you guys are, no offense. But here's the nitty gritty in regards to a little bit of the numbers. So in a significant update reflecting the XDC network's commitment to progress, recent enhancements showcase marked a change in gas fees, overall transaction costs, kind of like back to what I was talking about just a little bit ago. The update, while maintaining gas limit of 21,000, has effectively led to a transition in gas prices. Before the upgrade, gas price was at 0. How many zeros is this? 36925, which is a XEC 0.25 GUI, with a transaction fee of 0.345525 XDC for 100 XDC value. Now, of course, the examples that we've given you in the past was for 1 XDC, and that was a little bit different, right? But this is for 100 XDC value. That still is significantly super cheap when comparing it to Ethereum. Following the upgrade, there was a substantial shift. Listen to this. Gas price managed to 0.367125 XDC, which is now 12.5 GUI, right? That is a significant difference. And the transaction fee rose to 0.302625. Now, this was mentioned a few months back, and I remember it. So again, this is the update. Now, some people will complain, oh, this is too, I'm out of XDC. I've rarely seen anybody do that. Maybe like one person. It's not enough where it's like, so significant where, it's going to FUD you out of your XDC and so on. I mean, if it was like 0.10 and then a number, yeah, I would say people would be like standing in line with pitchforks, ready to burn the house down, right? That's not the case. So that's why I want to address this. This change signifies the network's evolution to balance efficiency and user convenience with an updated fee structure reflecting this improvement. All right. So cool. And there's a lot more updates in, visuals and all this stuff. Like you can see it right here, right? And if anything, I'll give you guys a link. Let me drop it into the comments. But the bottom line I want for you is, for some people are like, why are they doing this? I'll tell you flat out why they're doing this. The reason why they're doing this is it's going to bring in a lot more money that can be used for its ecosystem and so on. I think it's going to contribute towards a lot of things that simply might have required more money, and then how do you justify it, right? You can't necessarily pull a bunch of things from liquidity. This is not a meme token. This is freaking XDC what we're talking about here, right? So bottom line is that they do it this way. This makes sense. If you're going to have an increase in gas, right? And it's not even going to be noticeable to the point where it's just not going to be that big of a deal, then to me, go with what makes sense and get away from things that don't make sense. So there you go. There's more about the whole thing about existing APIs. We already talked about all this stuff, right? For the most part, what I've seen from community response, is that this is well welcomed, and thought I'd bring it to you guys. That is the brief update in regards to XDC 2.0. There's obviously more to it, but the highlight, of course, is in regards to the gas fee structure.